Well, hello YouTube. Sorry I've not done any reviews over the last few days. Been very busy. Right. So let's get down to business. Right, I'd just like to say hello everybody. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, give it a share, and that'll be cool. And let me know your thoughts and that after review of the movie, what you think. And yeah, subscribe please. The notification button up there and subscribe down there. Well, that's that out of the way. Apparently you meant to do that first. You look more professional. Right, I was in Sainsbury's yesterday. I've been looking forward to this. I picked it up on DVD, didn't have it on Blu-ray, so I thought, well, I'm going to pick this up because I didn't know it was out. I thought this was going to the cinema actually as a limited release, you know. So I would have gone to the cinema to see this. Iron Sky, what is it, The Coming Race? Well, right, let's get into this, right. I loved the first film about Nazis on the moon. You know, it really touched on the old conspiracy theory. And the first film really has a go at the political system and capitalism and just the old fucked up state of humanity on the planet Earth, you know, like you had the American president Sarah Palin, the astronaut goes to the moon, the Nazis meet him and they can't get their heads around it. And like there's funny scenes in the first one where one dude's got a mobile phone, smartphone, and they've got a computer the size of an office block, and that it takes the chip off of the mobile phone to sort of get this supercomputer working because they're like years behind everybody else, is not really advanced. And there's all these Nazis and they come to Earth and one of the astronauts, this black guy, he's like the hero of the last film, and he falls, this Nazi woman, she falls in love with him, to go to Earth and all that, and this like Grubenführer, one of these high up Nazis on the moon, follows her to Earth, and he gets totally corrupted by everything on Earth and what's going on, and there's a big war that kicks off between moon Nazis and loads of satire and all this, which is really funny. It is a really funny film because it's having a go at society. It's just the humour and it's different, and you know, it was like a cult movie which gained quite a fan base. So it's that one, I think, that a good few years back was Iron Sky, and I've watched it a few times since and I've really enjoyed it. So about a couple of years later, I saw a trailer on YouTube. It had just been released of where they had Hitler sat on top of a T-Rex and that all the Nazis lived at the centre of the earth and they were all lizards, like, you know, the Vril conspiracy of the secret underground kingdoms at the centre of the hollow earth where we're all being controlled. The reptilian conspiracy. And I thought, great, this is going to be amazing. Do you know what I mean? I really thought this was really cool. So we didn't hear anything for a few years. They raised a few £1 million on Indiegogo and Kickstarter and all these sort of platforms, and then rumours were starting to circulate it were in production. And that was it, I forgot about it then. And then when I went in Sainsbury's yesterday, I saw it on the DVD shelf. And I thought, oh, I'll get that. So I picked it up. I watched it today, Iron Sky. There's no extras on it. There's just subtitles and on and off, that's it. Yeah, it's bloody disappointment in a lot of ways. Well, it's set... Well, after the last film, there was a nuclear war and Earth got destroyed. And it shows you the American president, the Sarah Palin one, she's escaping Washington helicopter. And they fly to Antarctica and suddenly she reveals she's like a lizard person and puts her hand on this thing and then she gets access to the centre of Earth. And she's down there, and there's loads. I mean, I'll go into that in a minute. So that happens, and then we jump in 2040 summer. Remember the blonde-haired chick from the last one? I forgot her name now. But she's old. She's in charge of the moon base, because I forgot part of moon got destroyed in last film. So the moon base with the Nazis and what's left of human race, they're all having to work together to survive. But there's too many people there, there ain't enough food, it's all just falling to bits. And they have a ship, they have a planet, there's one interplanetary ship left, but it doesn't work. And it's her daughter, because the father, the dude from the last movie, the hero guy, he's died. Mother's brought daughter, but the daughter's an engineering genius. Well, it all ends up, an old flying saucer comes to the moon, lands, and what is it? The like survivors from Russia, you know, because Earth's just totally messed up, nuclear winter and all that. So where do we go from here? So anyway, on board, they've got a secret passenger, and it's the Grubenführer from the first film. I thought he got killed, but he survived and he ain't aged. So obviously, you know, he's one of the lizard people. And he's gone there because he's got his own agenda. Well, it all ends up like the Holy Grail comes into this. That apparently he sneaks on, but it looks like Emperor Palpatine's got this hood on. They're trying to make him mysterious, which there's no effect. The film is sort of funny. You're not like laughing at it like the first one. So it plods along. I mean, it's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nicely done film, but there ain't much happening. So anyway, daughter, she's engineer, and after Russian people turn up, she follows him into a secret passage on Moonbay, and he's in office, and she has a big fight with him, and she realises it's him. But she said, "Are you dead?" He said, "No, survived." And he tells her that he came from a city called Agatar, it's in the centre of Earth, Hollow Earth Fairy. And that he could save her mother. He gives her this like stuff called Grail. It rejuvenates her, and it's like it's an infinite power source. So she gives it to her mother. Well, on the moon base, there's a cult of Steve Jobs fanatics that worship the internet. You know, and Mark Zuckerberg, which is sort of quite funny. They're all dressed in white and they've got a church dedicated to internet and all this, and they've all got tablets and mobile phones and this crazy religion run by this fanatic. Well, he turns up and he's filming them on his smartphone, and sorry, I just thought somebody sent me a message, and so they come to the conclusion they're going to go down to the Hollow Earth on this ship and go there and steal this Grail, save the mother and everybody on Moonbase. And anyway, it's sort of that's what it's about. That's the basics of it. I want to look more with conspiracy and making it really funny, you know, with flat earthers and lizard reptilian conspiracies and the Illuminati and all this. Well, there's a meeting down in Centre Earth, and this is where it does get funny, because down there you've got all your fanatical jihadis, right? Right, you've got the Pope, Margaret Thatcher, Sarah Palin, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg, and all these like characters, right? And they're all blaming American president, and Hitler's in charge of them all, and she's going on at them all, telling them all this and that. And Hitler walks in and said, because of you destroyed the entire planet. You're meant to wipe out the human race, not the fucking planet, right? So we can't live up there. But yet again, they're in paradise. It's Centre Earth's beautiful, like, rivers and all this. And you know, it's very nice down there. Forests and dinosaurs. And it goes like, so what happens? You know, they all like eat her. Well, because she's messed up. Sorry for my language. They all eat her, and that's it. I mean, that's like one of the funny scenes, isn't it? And so they're running about, and all Jobs worship, the Steve Jobs like cult, the internet cult. they try and make a deal with Hitler so he can bring his followers down and rule his. It's all about him and his ego. Well, he gets eaten, you know, because Hitler says, I'll make an agreement. He even signs a contract on his bloody smartphone. Which some of this you're trying to laugh at, but you're not quite laughing. I mean, the big scene for me was when they're all round table. You got Margaret Thatcher, the Pope, jihadi, you like these real fanatical terrorist types, corporate types. I mean, they're all down there, all nasty ones over history. They've got some going back a couple of 100 years. I think they've got some at Mongol Lords down there, you know, is it Genghis Khan or whatever? One of them's at it with an horse, because like they hinted at that. Anyway, Sarah Palin gets eaten, and it's sort of, after this sort of scene, they're all running about. They get this, well, like there's this like aero type, nerdy Russian mechanic type, and the daughter, who's a genius. So they get in and they get the Grail. I'll just cut it all short, that. They cut it down and they get the Grail. Hitler starts losing the plot. And they steal it, and because this group of in from first movies, he wants to rule humans and everybody by working together. He's got his own agenda. And Hitler wants to, you know, eat him and all this because he's betrayed him. Because one of them says, why can't we leave in spaceship and go somewhere else? I said, well, you know, which planet do we go to after here? You know, because Hitler I don't think they're ready to go. Well, there's this Holy Grail, this Grail thing. It creates a sun in the middle of hollow Earth. Well, they steal it, and then they run back to their ship, and it all starts falling apart in the centre of Earth. There's like this chase now. They're trying to get this chase, which is meant to be funny because you've got Triceratops like on chariots running along, right, with all after each other. So you got Margaret Thatcher, you got the Pope and this jihadi, right, and they're all on this like chasing after him, and they're trying to make this scene funny, and it was awful. I mean, look, it was funny with like the Margaret Thatcher thing. They really tried to make it funny, and it just didn't work. The only time it worked were around dinner table, you know, when they're all sat there, these corporate types and all these past leaders and all these, you know, like, and really it were them that fucked up the planet. It wasn't us. They just manipulated us over, you know, because like with the Nazis on the moon, you know, they even created that, didn't they? So it all gets destroyed. They get shipped. They go back to the moon anyway. Just as they get out of the moon, the spaceship sent Earth launches with Hitler on board, and he turns up at moon base. So she's like they're all realising that this big spaceship from Earth, because Earth's now obviously I think it must be getting destroyed, turns up on moon, and like there's this stupid bit of a show off with this group of Fiora from first movie, him. And he's trying to be funny, and it's just not working. It just does not work in this film. So he gets killed. Then doors get kicked in. You've got Hitler. The big moment is Hitler alien, lizard alien, right? Sat on a T-Rex. And it's like, yeah, we saw this in trailer about 2 years ago, yeah. And it would have debacle, the whole thing. Well, Mother from blonde haired one, really good looking one from first movie, she drinks a load more energy stuff and says that I'm gonna get on the ship with survivors and get out of here. So Hitler's there on Triceratops. She becomes all young and beautiful again, and she does this like, she runs up to T-Rex and does this big super kick and like knocks it out. Hitler falls on the floor and the ceiling squashes him. That's it. That is it, right? And then they all escape, but him from first movie, the Nazi, he survived and he's on spaceship chasing them, whittling on. I mean, there is one funny scene where like he's using smartphone to overtake their ship. And there's an old Nokia phone which sort of made a funny joke about it. And they hack into his ship with it. and blow him up. But while all this is going on, right, they put him on mute, so he's giving a big speech, you know, the supervillain speech. Now that should have been funny, but it just wasn't there. You got like a small minor sort of laugh with it. So he gets blown up, right, after it was just absolutely bloody stupid, right? So anyway, they're flying off to Mars, and you're thinking, well, that's it, is that it? So, like, the hero guy, he comes out when he thinks he fancies the Russian guy thinks he likes her, she likes him, but he thinks he likes the big hero guy, but he's not, he's into men, right? So that obviously they try to make a joke about it. Just not funny at all. It just, the humour in this was just dire. Do you know what I mean? So he eats something, and then they all think he's dead. And then he wakes up in his coffin going, I get kind of catatonic when I eat nuts or something. And I thought, oh, come on. Right, so anyway, they're on the way to Mars, right, in this ship with this infinite power source. And her and him get it, the Russian and her get it off, right. They don't forget Mother sacrificed herself as well. So all that on Earth is gone, right. So they have like a love scene moment in big portal spaceship. And that's it, you leave it, and then you're drifting into Mars. You know, you're going to Mars for a couple of minutes. And then you get to Mars, loads of Sputniks, satellites around Mars. And then you see this city and it's run by the Soviet Union. So they're all communists on Mars now, right? And that's it. You know, it was just absolute. This film, this had so much potential. It really did. And I remember when I saw the trailer, I got very excited about it. I know the first film is not everybody's cup of tea, but to be honest, I really liked the film, and a lot of my friends did. I've watched it with people. It's an unusual type film. It says you've got to get it, especially if you're into science fiction. You know, it's for that audience, and you know, against all the conspiracy theories, lizard people, and all this, and hollow Earth, flat Earth. I mean, they had so much they could have done with this, where they could have just took the piss out of all these crazy theories like flat Earth, the reptilians, the Illuminati, secret corporate globalist elite, and all this. They could have really gone with it and had some fun with this. And to me, they lost an opportunity here. Even with Hitler, they tried to make him like the lizard Hitler's the main sort of villain. He did not have any impact whatsoever. But you find out that the Grubenführer, he created the human race, because what happened was, when they crashed on our planet millions of years ago, we were all monkeys, right? And he injected it. He was like, he liked art while the others went off conquering and hunting the planet. So it was just chimpanzees. We were like, you know, primates. Because this is the beginning of the film, he's explaining to her that I got an apple and I injected it with this Grail fluid, and then we evolved and became human beings. And he said I named my two primates Adam and Eve. But then an asteroid came, and we took our spaceship underground with all dinosaurs, and that were it. So they've been down there popping up every couple of centuries, manipulating events so they can get rid of human race and take over the planet. That I could sort of go with. But I mean, to be behind like all the conspiracies and everything over years, they could have done a lot with it, and I just feel they really did lose out. It's such a shame, because the first one is like I said, it's for a specific audience. I'm not saying that, but I love Iron Sky. But this was just bloody terrible. I'm really annoyed at this. When it got premiered, it's opening this year, it got panned. It got absolutely panned. Even fan bases panned it. So apparently there's going to be a third one, and he wants to do a prequel as well. But I don't know if it's happening. So we have So the Russians own the moon. Yeah, no, Mars. They're all living there in a Stalin thing, like style society on Mars. You know, so it would have been interesting to see that. But are they going to get it right? I mean, there's some hints, like with the Americans, when Russian guy says, he says, "Is there any weapons on ship?" He said, "It's American." Yeah, do you know what I mean? There were these like little things, even with British. I mean, they were doing it with Margaret Thatcher. I mean, they were having a go at everybody, and that was sort of funny because they were taking the extreme things in like society and these people over decades, and that they're all aliens manipulating the rest of us. You know, I mean, I just think his source material could have been a lot better. There's so much out there on the internet, and I've been to UFO meetings, and I've been to a couple of conspiracy sort of things, and it is interesting. I'm not going to knock these people. Some people make it sound plausible, some of this stuff, but it's up to you what you want to believe in. I'm a great believer in UFOs. I find as the whole subject fascinating, and I like to look at it, read it, and watch stuff. Who don't? But this could have sort of gone into that culture and made it really funny, and it failed. This film has failed. Personally, guys, avoid this if you can. You know, it's a shame. It had so much potential. So that's my review of Iron Sky, The Coming Race. So, guys, I will be on tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Guys, I've spoken to a few of you through the week. I will be on definitely at 7 o'clock. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I'm thinking about TV detectives from the 70s right up until now. But I might have to sort of write something up for that. So I think we'll be going with a science fiction thing tomorrow. Most definitely. Definitely cult television. You know what I mean? So I'm open to anything tomorrow night. It's a Q&A. I think we'll all just get involved. So guys, have a great Saturday night. I'm going to watch Mortal Engines. I know I bought it yesterday. I've seen it online. It were alright, but I'm actually going to finally get to watch it tonight. I know it's terrible, isn't it? But I'm going to watch it properly. Right, guys, have a great evening. And like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. And this is my review of probably the worst film I've seen this year. Alright, guys, have a good one.